From the heart of Rock County, this is Hypothetically Speaking, Volume 1, Number 14. I'm your host, Rich Gruber, and today we will be looking at decisions, dilemmas, and developments shaping our communities. Let's get started. We begin in Beloit. On June the 3rd, the Beloit School Board voted unanimously to establish tentative budget guidelines. With their fiscal year ending on June 30th, the superintendent has been directed to bring a final budget proposal to their next meeting that's scheduled for June 24th. Now, here's what's in that proposal so far. Staffing changes, including economic layoffs for all elementary assistant principals and, frankly, several unfilled vacant positions. There's a plan to end the pay freeze for teaching staff by using up to $1 million in OPEB funds, and an effort to cover projected health insurance cost increases totaling nearly $500,000. The result, a projected $6.3 million reduction in overall spending for the next fiscal year. But let's pause here. Due to 4 failed referendum questions, the district must now reduce services without direct new funding from taxpayers. While these reductions aim to minimize classroom changes and disruption, the district's financial and leadership struggles persist, made worse by declining enrollment, down from 7,000 to about 5,000 students, and a state funding formula that no longer reflects local needs. Now, with the June 30th deadline looming, the clock is ticking, and uncertainty remains. Will the board approve further cuts? Will they delay the decisions until more financial aid information comes from the state? Only time will tell. The ad hoc committee for finance has offered options prioritizing staff retention and budget stability, but the district still faces pressures abound. Possible school closures, school size classroom changes, and persistently low state test scores. Nearby districts, the Beloit Turner District and the Lincoln Academy District, continue attracting students through open enrollment. Hypothetically speaking, well, the June 24th meeting will be a pivotal one. The unity shown this week offers a hopeful sign, but the leadership will be tested in the days ahead. Let's move on. In the city of Milton, congratulations are in order for Trent Kuzinski, who has been selected from 5 strong candidates to fill the vacant city council seat previously held by now Mayor Eric Stockman. Mayor Stockman is expected to finalize that appointment very soon. Unlike general elections, this appointment process allows council members to ask detailed questions, gauging temperament and motivation and commitment to public service. Transparent appointments like this one help reinforce trust in local governments. And a new council member, Kuzinski, best of luck in your new role. Let's move on now to Janesville. At their next meeting, the City Council will vote on a resolution to donate surplus mobile hospital tents and support equipment, including HVAC units and a transport trailer, to the Rock County and the State of Wisconsin Emergency Management Agencies. Now, here's the backstory. During the early stages of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Janesville city manager at the time used emergency powers to purchase over $500,000 in mobile hospital equipment, anticipating hospital overflow. Thankfully, that worst-case scenario never occurred, and the equipment remained in storage. The city was reimbursed by the federal government and the gear listed for auction, but there were no bids ever received, and so this new option is on the table: donation. Hypothetically speaking, the equipment may not have been deployed, but it stands as a reminder of how important preparedness is, especially in times of public health uncertainty. Let's ensure these valuable resources go where they're needed the most. Also in Janesville, a few updates on the Woodman Sports and Convention Center. 3 resolutions are up for council consideration related to liquor sales and concessions. When the city first partnered with Sports Facilities Management Company, it became clear the city council couldn't run alcohol operations. Enter a new solution. Sports Facility Management has formed a new company, Sports Facilities Food and Beverage Wisconsin LLC, which will manage the liquor sales under a designated permit. Their agreement, starting September 1st, 2025, outlines a $2,700 a month fee to the city and ensures compliance with state alcohol licensing rules. This marks one of the first major public operational updates since the original management agreement was passed a year ago. And it's worth asking, why haven't we heard more since then? Clear, regular communication builds trust, and the community deserves transparencies in projects of this scale. Now, a public health alert. The Centers for Disease Control has released troubling data. Vaccination rates among Wisconsin kindergartners are falling behind. Only 84.8% of Wisconsin's kindergartners are currently on their MMR vaccine, compared to a national average of 92.7%. Now, this gap may seem small, but in public health terms, it's a chasm, and it opens the door to outbreaks of diseases once thought contained. Coming up on Newsmakers, Rock County Health Officer Katrina Harwood will be joining us to discuss, should parents be concerned? Are policies to blame? What can communities do to fix the trend? Don't miss that important conversation. Elsewhere in Rock County, the Board of Supervisors is weighing the future of the Rock County Healthcare Center. The General Services Committee is now in closed executive session to consider a possible sale. Let's look at the facility history. It's located on County Hef. It was built originally as a hospital and frankly is now vacant, pretty much so. Nursing home services were moved to Rock Haven. Human services relocated to the Hale building on the south side, and the site has seen fewer and fewer uses. Housing development was briefly floated but never formally pursued. So, hypothetically speaking, before we move into private negotiations, a public input session would have made sense. Now, we understand efficiency matters, but public trust and creativity flourish in transparency. With new leadership at the County Administrator's Office, perhaps the culture of inclusion can grow? Perhaps. Now, there is a fresh and hopeful initiative going on. The County Board of Supervisors has launched a Youth in Governance pilot program. The goal, to give young people first-hand experience in local government, civic engagement, and community leadership. We at the Civics Academy support this effort, and we invite schools, nonprofits, youth groups, and civic clubs to get involved. This is an investment in the future. Turning to Newsmakers this week, two powerhouse guests will join us. As I mentioned previously, Katrina Harwood, Rock County Health Officer. We'll have a critical conversation with her on declining vaccination rates and what we can do about it. And Rebecca Vium, the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club, will be discussing their new building project and visioning plan focused on community wellness and youth development and social equity. Don't want to miss either interview? Well, watch them Friday mornings at 9:30 a.m. on JATV Channel 994 Spectrum Cable. Stream anytime on YouTube. Just search JATVMedia or Rock County Civics Academy. Or listen Fridays at 9:15 during your talk show with Tim Bremmel on WCLO Radio. Looking to keep the conversation going? Drop by Havana Coffee, 1250 Milton Avenue in Janesville. It's more than a coffee shop. It's a civic hub for ideas, connection, and community spirit. A final thought: communities rise through action, not just intention. Maybe you thought about volunteering, serving on a committee, or even running for office. Well, now is the time. As Hillel the Elder once asked, if not me, who? If not now, when? Hypothetically speaking, what if local government were more transparent? What if civic participation actually became the norm, not the exception? That's the mission we follow, and with your help, we're making it happen. We'll make it real. Engage us at rockcountycivicsacademy.org. Follow us on Facebook, Substack, and YouTube. Subscribe to us and stay informed and involved. Until next time, stay curious, stay engaged, and most importantly, stay connected. Have a great day.